Welcome back to the second part of our series. In this episode, we dive deeper into the tumultuous rise of a subreddit that revolutionized finance, exploring its evolution from a niche forum to a global phenomenon that rattled Wall Street to its core. Join us as we uncover the pivotal moments, key personalities, and the electrifying stories that shaped the subreddit's meteoric ascent, forever altering the landscape of investing and online communities alike. In one of his initial posts on R-Investing, American Pegasus pushed back against critics who admonished him for the perceived risks he embraced. He expressed frustration at the pervasive anger and hostility directed towards individuals engaged in investing, cautioning against the hubris of believing one is smarter than seasoned investors. He advocated for independence from the advice of conventional market players. Impressed by American Pegasus's assertive stance, Rogozinski extended an invitation for him to join WallStreetBets, where his spirited demeanor resonated with the audience. Inspired by their shared passion for different aspects of trading, Rogozinski's penchant for options and American Pegasus's fascination with penny stocks, they conceived a collaborative contest. The premise was simple. Each would trade on behalf of the other, aiming to generate the most profit, with the victor retaining the earnings. Rogozinski floated the idea to American Pegasus, and within a short span, they formally announced the contest and set it into motion. To mitigate the inherent risks, they agreed to cap their respective contributions to the pot at $500 each. In the initial days of the competition, American Pegasus surged ahead, capitalizing on a successful investment in AGR Tools, a small company supplying equipment to the energy sector. Despite falling behind, Rogozinski welcomed the opportunity as the contest attracted a fresh influx of participants to his subreddit. Within a matter of days, the number of subscribers skyrocketed to several hundred. Eager to emulate his opponent's approach, Rogozinski adjusted his own style. During a period of minimal trading activity, he endeavored to capture the suspense of making critical trading decisions, likening it to the tense duels depicted in classic Clint Eastwood films, complete with the dramatic musical accompaniment. However, it was American Pegasus who captivated the audience with his ability to communicate in straightforward, relatable terms while maintaining a self-deprecating demeanor. "I am a novice and a fool when it comes to trading," he candidly admitted in one post. "Only a foolish individual would base any trading decisions on my opinions." This candid approach resonated with the audience, who recognized its potential. This could easily evolve into a book, which might later be adapted into a movie, albeit a mediocre one, remarked one follower. During the second week of the contest, the penny stock chosen by American Pegasus took a nosedive. This not only dashed any hopes of his victory, but also depleted the majority of the $6,000, his entire life savings, that he had invested in the stock. Following his candid post detailing his losses, his followers offered words of comfort and support, acknowledging his ability to transform the intricacies of trading into compelling entertainment, an eye-opening realization for many users. "This subreddit has now become my primary online destination," remarked one commenter. 10/10 would revisit, echoed another member. However, American Pegasus swiftly depleted his entire savings in a mere span of days, serving as a stark reminder of why the majority steered clear of active stock trading and why those who ventured into it often retreated after an initial attempt. This debacle didn't appear to foreshadow a recurring narrative. Surprisingly, though, it heralded the onset of significant developments to come. Nearly a decade had elapsed between the inception of WallStreetBets and the onset of the coronavirus pandemic. During this time, Rogozinski's subreddit had amassed millions of followers, fostering a unique culture that emerged from the early trading competition. This unconventional community had sparked an unexpected fascination among a diverse group of teenagers and young adults, igniting interest in stocks, monetary policies, and financial systems. Esoteric subjects became viral sensations on Reddit threads and provocative content on TikTok. This trend intensified as individuals found themselves confined at home with ample time on their hands and, in many cases, surplus funds. By this point, Rogozinski had overcome his struggles with alcohol and had started a family. Yet he recognized the viral potential of his creation and sought to expand its reach. He authored a self-published book chronicling the story of his subreddit and ventured into creating a trading game show under the WallStreetBets banner, coinciding with the onset of the pandemic. However, his ambitions were met with resistance from a younger cohort of self-proclaimed degenerates who had assumed control over the day-to-day operations of WallStreetBets. Rogozinski's attempts to introduce sweeping changes were met with rebellion, leading Reddit to oust him from his leadership role within the forum. Despite his efforts to reclaim authority, the new moderators continued to nurture the culture he had cultivated early on, attracting millions more members, drawn to the forum's blend of dark humor and risky trading practices. The reckless trading observed on WallStreetBets, which flagrantly disregarded conventional investment principles, served as both an act of defiance and a manifestation of widespread disillusionment with traditional financial practices following the fallout of the financial crisis. This behavior, amplified by the influence of social media, resonated particularly strongly among young men, who comprised the majority of WallStreetBets membership. Emerging data suggested that, in contrast to previous generations, young men were experiencing setbacks relative to their female counterparts, evident in declining social connections, academic performance, college graduation rates, and employment prospects. Speculative trading offered a seemingly effortless escape from financial stagnation, while also serving as a symbolic rejection of established authorities and older generations who were perceived to have contributed to societal challenges. These newfound investors also became intertwined with the burgeoning community and ideologies surrounding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Many individuals first became acquainted with this new financial landscape during the GameStop frenzy of 2021, only to assume shortly afterward that it had dissipated as swiftly as it emerged, akin to numerous other fleeting online phenomena. However, it has become increasingly evident over time that youthful demographics have sustained their significant interest in the financial markets. By early 2024, amateur investors and traders were funneling approximately the same amount of capital into stocks as they had during the height of the GameStop craze in early 2021, 6 times more than the pre-COVID-19 norm. In the first half of 2023 alone, amateur traders injected a staggering $145 billion into stocks, a stark contrast to the $21 billion recorded in the same period in 2019 as per Vanda Research, a firm specializing in tracking retail investors. Data from the Federal Reserve indicated that the proportion of Americans owning stocks reached an all-time high in 2022, with the youngest generations displaying the swiftest rate of adoption. Prior to the emergence of WallStreetBets, earlier generations typically favored conservative mutual funds, with only a fraction venturing into individual stock trading or speculative investments. In stark contrast, a revealing report by financial regulators and academics in mid-2023 unveiled that more than half of Generation Z members owned digital tokens, surpassing individual stocks and leaving behind traditional mutual funds, which had once dominated investment preferences. Many observers often equate trading with gambling, likening it to activities such as casino games or lottery participation. While trading can indeed resemble these forms of chance-based entertainment, there are crucial distinctions. Unlike casinos, financial markets are not zero-sum games. Investing in stocks facilitates the flow of savings into the economy, where they can be utilized for productive purposes such as infrastructure development and job creation. When approached with diligence and strategy, trading can yield positive outcomes for both parties involved. The unconventional investment approaches adopted by young traders from WallStreetBets are reshaping the methods through which companies secure funding for their real-world operations. Moreover, there are initial indications suggesting that the expanded ownership of stocks among average Americans has contributed to increased household wealth, benefiting individuals who may not have previously reaped the rewards of bull markets. Even in instances where traders incur losses, the experience can serve as a valuable educational opportunity, distinct from passive learning through books or news consumption. Experiencing financial setbacks firsthand can prompt individuals to reassess their assumptions, behaviors, and strategies, fostering a deeper understanding of market dynamics. The emergence of online financial platforms has cultivated a community of self-proclaimed trolls and degenerates who possess unparalleled insights into the mechanisms driving the economy. The integration of the financial domain into mainstream culture is now an enduring phenomenon. Academics and experts are just starting to grapple with the repercussions, both positive and negative, that this integration will have on society and the tangible economy supported by financial markets. One undeniable fact is that this unconventional realm of finance and trading distinguishes the current generation of Americans from any predecessors. As we come to the end of our two-part series, one thing is abundantly clear. The impact of this online community transcends mere financial gains and losses. Delving into the origins and evolution of WallStreetBets, we've witnessed how a group of retail investors challenged traditional Wall Street practices and captured the world's attention. Beyond the headlines of market volatility and meme stocks, the community has sparked a broader conversation about the democratization of finance and the power of internet-driven movements. Looking ahead, the legacy of WallStreetBets serves as a reminder of the ever-changing dynamics between retail investors and institutional giants, shaping the future of global markets and the digital age we inhabit. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel.